Hey, 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 my lovelies. I think I'm live. Hey, 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 my lovelies. Welcome to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Daily Vibration. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Cosmo. Um, Today we're doing the Daily Vibration for June 2nd, 2020. Vibrating on the number 3. Right? I feel a lot of unease in the atmosphere. I feel a lot of unsettlement in the atmosphere. I feel a lot of unrest. Today was, or yesterday rather, was a very, I felt tired yesterday. I had to take 2 naps yesterday, okay? Um, Hence why the Daily Vibration is even late, because I'm literally recording the Daily Vibration for today in real time. It's 11:58 p.m. on the eve of the 2nd. Um, so first, before I jump into the vibration, let me just say, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If I have not said that, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. 11:11 was just on the timer. My daily vibrations and the intention when I started to do the daily vibrations was really to get people to understand that everything vibrates on energy, and that as the collective, we are all still in a collective pool of energy. Whether you choose to interact with that energy or not, that does not mean that the energy does not exist. It does not mean that the energy is still not being interacted with, or it does not mean that the energy is not flowing, okay? It simply means that you are unaware, okay, of the substance that makes and allows life as we know it to flow. Okay, now whether you call it a matrix, whether you call it a digitally orchestrated system, whether you call it God or Allah or Buddha, whatever you call this energy, the one thing all of these energies have in common is they tell you that everything is made out of energy, and you, my love, are connected to all of this energy. So if you think of this energy as being able to dial into a particular radio station that you like to listen to in your musical taste, this is the same way this energy flows in the atmosphere for us to tap into. Literally, what you would need to do is to change your frequency, aka your thinking, and fuel your thinking with your feeling. Okay, and your feeling is what really helps to manifest into this third dimensional realm. So who controls you emotionally controls what you do, controls what you think, controls what you say, controls how you move, right? Now, there is a lot going on in the world today. And, um, there are some of us here on this plane that has a warrior spirit. And what I'm paying attention to as we are moving through this energy, right, for those that are being called to step into their warrior position, because there are people that's being called to step out on the front line and to do, uh, frontline protection, okay? What I will say, however, what we need to be mindful of as we're moving through this energy, because I told y'all last Friday that Grim Reaper was out, and then over this course of the weekend, we've had all of these, we've had all of these events that have happened all across the globe, right? That is triggering an emotional unsettlement and an emotional unrest and an emotional unease within the world, really. Because this is not just only being done in your state or your town. This is globally, okay? Now, I really usually have so much to say, and I usually have such a direct message, and now I've been telling you guys that there are going to be a sequence of things coming in as we progress through this energy, and I've also been saying that it's not going to get any better. It's going to get a little bit more chaotic before things actually turn around. Okay, so we probably have about a little bit more of a year and a half, maybe of 2 years worth of energy that we need to clear out before things can really start to look like it's gotten a lot more settled from what we see in real time right now. Because remember, energy is fluid and energy takes time, honey. Okay, and some people get there a lot slower than others. Okay, these planets move. Some of these planets move a lot slower than other planets to make a full, complete orbit. Okay, through all 12 of the zodiac signs, which means, okay, now you need to pay attention to what this means, which means that it takes a while for all 12 aspects of your psyche, of your understanding, of your knowing, of your disciplines, right, to come into order. This is why every experience that you have in life can really lead you to a place where you feel, aha, now I get what I had to experience that for. And I feel like that's where we are in the world right now. Today, as it is June 2nd, 2020, and we're vibrating on the number 3. Okay, there's so many things in numbers, and even if I take out 2020, which vibrates at a 4 on its own, okay, self-mastery, self-alchemy, self-discipline, right? There is, and I've been talking about this for a while, emotional triggers, the puppeteer master, as I think, I don't know if that was Carol or Angela Moon that mentioned that on a live, the puppeteer master. I think it was Carol, right? The interesting thing about life, y'all, like right now, if you are not taking inventory and paying attention to the signs and the codes that are going on around you, you will be easily brought into a lot of this chaotic energy in the atmosphere that is really here for growth, right? Because if we've been doing something for the past 50 or 60 years in one way, right, and it hasn't worked, what makes us think that it's going to work especially in the time that we're in now? What makes us, and as technically advanced as we are now, what makes us think that things are going to go down the way they did years ago? Now, I think a lot of people don't understand that the ultimate goal here in the unfoldment of what's happening is a unified oneness. There is not a separation of race. This is not, see, now coincidentally, this is what's being orchestrated for you to see. That's that's the illusion for us to see, right? The goal is oneness, to understand that there is a unified oneness that we need to get to. Okay, there is a class system in order here, not a race system, a class system. Rich, poor, smart, not smart, So there was rich, middle class, poor, right? How is the middle class looking right now? Right? How does that look right now? I'm pretty sure for some of the middle class, it's very stressful right now. Okay. For some people that are not paying attention and following their intuition, it is very stressful right now. So today's message is an 11:11 message. Okay, I thought about that as I was even meditating on whether or not I wanted to do a vibration for today, or if I really wanted to go into hermit mode. And maybe I might make the daily vibrations and relationship chronicles and all of that kind of like flowing together with this energy. There are some things coming through, y'all, and I'm going to take the time to receive them, to dissect them, so I could come back and I could really help you guys, maybe with some confirmations that you've been feeling, maybe with some understanding you've been asking for, maybe some preparation that you may need to take in your own personal walk, whatever, like whatever it is that's needed right now. I am here to do my part. Okay. I'm going to start off today's by talking about intuitive energy, as I always do. It is critical in this time for you to be able to pay attention to your intuition. It is critical in this time for you to be able to see illusion versus your own reality, or illusion versus real-time facts, or illusion versus his story that it's literally being shown to you that was created, right, for you to believe. Like there was a history created and then taught to you and then sold to you, in which we all bought for us to believe, right? Now, some things are coming into my understanding as to why my life has unfolded the way it has. And there are things happening now in that current atmosphere that's way bigger than any one person, to really be honest with you, because we're all connected. So we're all feeling it. So literally speaking, what is, and I really feel like there's something major that's about to happen, because it literally feel like, and I'm going to sit with this and ask, but it literally feel like I had to lie my ass down twice today as how heavy this energy was coming in. There is major changes coming in. And for the first time in a long time, today, wanted to be prepared. And so there are some things that you would need to do, preparedness and readiness, right? And also, I want to say preparedness, not just in the physical realm, but preparedness in the spiritual realm, preparedness in the mental realm. There is going to have to be a trinity of preparedness. Trinity of preparedness. Okay. This is for all signs today. Pay attention to your intuition as we're moving through this energy. All right. Vibrating on a number 3 today, like seriously, being brave today, like standing in your truth today, understanding. Oh, y'all. Okay, let me just change that. I'm sorry. Whew. I was looking at a video before I actually went live, and the screenshot was just, being brave and being able to stand in your truth today is important. I feel an anxiousness, an underlying anxiousness in the atmosphere. And I know it's not my shit. You know what I'm saying? Staying encouraged, or being encouraging, or being of encouragement today may be key for some people today, okay? And if you cannot get that encouragement from someone else, honey, you may have to give that shit to yourself. And as a matter of fact, you may have to give that shit to yourself multiple times today. Okay? Self-expression is going to be key. It's going to be key, right? Because we're also in Gemini energy, which is all about communication. But what you guys need to understand is we're in Mercury shadow, which means for some empaths, you are going to already feel a slowing down of the communication. Definitely from a Scorpio's less is more. It's going to be a month full with hermit mode. Scorpios, great learning and depths of learning, and more depths of learning. If you allow that to happen and to blossom, right, you'll be surprised as to what your month could unfold into. Gemini, perfect balance comes from a person that understands they have duality that dwells within, right? It's not about running from oneself. It's not about trying to overthink everything. It's understanding that there is fucking duality in everything. And the only thing that you need to come into is balance. That's that foot in the spiritual realm and that foot in the physical realm, right? You can find some balance. You're a thinker, right? Sometimes what you see right in front of you, my wonderful Geminis, is way more than you see. okay? And sometimes what you see right in front of you is not as much as you think it is. Find a balance in that. There's a balance there. And sometimes what you think you see, you don't see. Cancers, emotional triggers are something that most people are not even aware. The energy in the atmosphere right now is really, really sensitive, Cancers. And this is the one phrase that I coined for you guys, which is, you're going to have to get out of your feelings so you can get into your feelings, my love. That's going to be, I kind of feel like that's going to be the overtone of the month for you. Like, seriously. Matter of fact, that's going to be the overtone of the summer for you, because we're really going through that heart chakra energy. See? That's your point. It's not always all about you. Right? Other people have feelings too, although it is processed differently. That don't mean that they don't feel. Understand that. Recognize that. Honor that. It may not make sense to you, but honor that. Capricorns, I'm telling you guys now, that song is back again. Got a big ego. A really, really big ego. Now, the reason why I keep telling you guys it's important for you to watch your ego, because of the emotional triggers that are in place. And if you are not aware that some of these emotional triggers are here to trigger healing within you, your ego will prevail. And an opportunity that can be taken as a healing and as a catapulting, right? You can't see because your chest is too puffed up, and you have already decided before anything even popped off that you're about to throw the baby out with the bathroom. So, I'm not saying don't check people. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is recognize and understand the role in which you play in things. Recognize and understand the role in which, in the things and how you move. Recognize your role, right? Sometimes people's not even worth your energy, which means that you don't have to let them know that they ain't worth your energy. Okay. I'm hearing when I'm with you for Sagittarius. I hear a song that makes me laugh and song. Okay, so use your perception in things, Sagittarius. Okay? Use your perception in things. See, a lot of people just don't trust themselves. So therefore, you need more validation, and you need more validation, and you need more validation, and you need more validation. How about you fall in love with yourself first? Right? How about you validate yourself first? Right? And then you'll be able to trust when love comes in, or you'll be able to trust that love is. And I kind of feel like that if you cross watching for a Sagittarius, or you receiving this message for a Sagittarius, this may be for you instead of the Sagittarius. I'm just saying. Aquarius, let the old things phase away. And they ain't say fade, they said phase away. Understand that we are constantly moving through phases. What phase have you created for yourself in this new phase? Because we are definitely in a new phase. Okay. I feel like a mosquito bit me, y'all. Okay. Create a new phase. Pisces, I love myself. That's what I'm hearing. It's not all about you. Right? But yet it is about you. See, that's the paradox. You're going to have to find that balance in between. It is not all about you, but yet it's about you. There's a paradox. There's a balance in that. The balance is compassion and understanding. So you're going to have to find that balance. Trust yourself, honey. These emotional waves are electromagnetic frequencies right now that has this strong vibration of um, thoughts and ideas and feeling the need to communicate. Make sure you use some understanding within that communication. Okay. Taurus. I'm still hearing he got big ego. I really, really want to say for all my earth signs, that would be the area that you guys would have to pay attention to in this energy. Like, seriously. The ego. The ego. Taurus, try not to be too judgmental in the situation. As you embrace yourself and bring balance, and especially because you have Venus in retrograde right now, right? Which means there's not a lot of love being shown right now. Not a lot of warm, fuzzy, duzzy feeling. Like, people are really having to get to know each other. People are really having to accept others for who they are. I'm looking for a pause, y'all. Cough drop. People, watch your ego. Virgos, the same thing. Treat people the way you want to be treated, Virgos. That's going to be important, especially in this season, because what you put out, you get back. Okay? Aries, it's going to be important for you to trust yourself in this season. And you notice I said season. Okay? Trust yourself. The self-love walk is going to be key for everybody. So practice self-love. And I'm not saying be selfish about it. Right? Just be honest with yourself about the things that you need to release, the things you need to embrace. Okay? And know the difference between self-love and your ego. All right? Libra. Balance is still needed. Not the time to be sticking your head in the sand. Balance is still needed. Now, for my wonderful Leos, the plate in which you serve is how that saying go? The plate in which you serve is the plate in which you eat from, or you reap what you sow, and all of those wonderful quotes. Okay, whether that's on the positive higher vibrational spectrum or on the lower vibrational spectrum. And so overall, each of you have some type of message today. I just because in the lower vibrational end of the energy today, we have mood swings and we have mania. And I feel like the mania is going to be I can't even put it into words what I'm feeling, guys. I really can't. And it's very, very rare that I'm lost for words. Now, a lot of this could be, the Mercury retrograde shadow, but I'm feeling a lot right now that I can't articulate. Anyway, y'all, peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. Remember, out of darkness comes enlightenment, but you do need a balance, okay? Love yourself, honor yourself, protect yourself. We're going to talk about some of the protective things that we can do on all fronts. as we're moving through this energy. Guys, this is your 1111 message for the daily vibration. All right. Be safe, y'all. Protect yourself. Trust your intuition. Okay. And move with wisdom. All right. Move with wisdom. Bye, my loves.